Hey ladies and gents, we are back with some World of Warships, and we are playing the USS Sims, Tier 7 Premium. Trying to get up a pretty decent captain here for some of my... Trying to get into the higher tier American, so I'm training up a little bit of a captain. So I do play this ship. It's not a torpedo boat, really. It's got decent range torpedoes. They're so slow, I think it's like 46 knots. Which means there's some ships that almost can outrun them. Really kind of sad, but they are what they are. Now this is one of those games I was just like, what the hell? Has to do with the fact that this is I thought I hated carriers. I'm not a real big fan of them personally when I play, because I play DDs quite a bit. So constantly being spotted by carrier planes or singled out by carrier planes gets to be a little old. However, in this game, like I said, this is... I've never quite seen the pure hatred for a carrier as much as you see at the end of the game here. So we are going to go B-cap first right off the bat. Seems like the center is always a little bit, and I have a plane overhead, so I usually follow. If a carrier decides that he's going to scout out a position, I'm going to go there. And since he's already pulled up in here, and we have some Nicholas, some other stuff. So we're going to torp the shit out of that gap right there. There's a good chance. Looks like there's probably headed into that gap. And we're just going to leave a little bit of something for him to find out there. So start his capturing center. The other destroyer just come as well. So you should pick this up relatively quick. And there's the Nuremberg coming in. Like I said, there was a Nicholas as well somewhere in that smoke. Ooh, he is charging hard. So this isn't a Japanese DD. Ooh, there's the Nicholas here. We're going to have to pop smoke. He is spotted by the other destroyer, so we're going to have to start laying out. However, this does have some pretty decent guns. We'll give it that. And we get right off the bat, we get a nice torpedo hit on the Nicholas. And we're going to get, a torpedo hit on the Nuremberg. So, we are in smoke. We're going to sit here and we're going to pummel crap out of him. Like I said, the shells on this thing, or the guns on this thing, aren't that bad. More of a little bit of a gunboat than it is actually a destroyer. So, on the move here, he's getting wrecked. Is he going to go in that direction here? We'll just launch one set of torpedoes just as I wasted my shells, or my set of torps. It happens. Boom. So now, there at one point was a battleship streaming this way as well. Now we've picked up the B cap. We've lost A and C right off the bat. Of course we did. And I do have one other destroyer with me here. So we're going to back up here just in case that there was some torpedoes flung my way. We never know, right? And they've picked up the carrier as well. So off to the races we go. Nothing's popped up so far. We're going to come up out of the smoke here. And what do we got here? So there's our destroyer. He's going after the he's headed out after the enemy carrier. And what? The Koenig decides to come through the smoke screen. So let's put lay a torch set it there. We'll lay another one, 2-3 seconds here. He's streaming like he don't give a shit. Kind of an interesting play on the battleship, just to go straight in there. He's got his secondaries up here, so he's still streaming there. I'm thinking, maybe he's got a pretty good chance of getting some hits here. That's the problem with those slow torpedoes. They don't get there real fast, so he's got enough time to slow down. Of course he does. However, I do get one hit on his front of his ship here, and I'm not going to fire. I'm almost out of detection range. Getting there, slowly but surely. I do have a cruiser coming in here as well. There we go. We're just about out of detection range. There we are. Out of detection range of the Koenig. And he seems more interested in looking the other direction here, so we're going to fire a set of HE, and let's go a set of AP. And we picked up a little bit more damage on him. Oh, actually, almost 1,400 for the AP. We have a Miyoko. He's faced off against the Koenig. Go figure. 12 seconds to smoke. Like I said, I do need a captain for some of my hires, so I've been training kind of off and on, trying to train some crews up here. So, Koenig's charging hard. right for that cruiser. He's also burning profusely. He seems to be more interested in the Miyoko here. We're going to smoke so we can lay some shells in here on the Koenig. And we're going to see... Now, the Miyoko is sitting still, and then that's about the time I see him take off. I'm like, shit. So we're not going to fight. We're not going to... And the Koenig just doesn't give a shit. He is aimed at the other cruiser. We've lost an Omaha. It's still 5-3 right now. Let's see if we can get some more damage in on this guy. Like I said, I'm hoping... Oh, the Miyoko, yes, he goes the other direction. This Koenig doesn't seem to be carrying much. Who decides to torp him? Boom. And we are up 275, 432, even though we have lost two of our... We don't have two of the caps. We are up 246 versus 5. We are still down on points. We need to get rolling here. There's an Akatsuki. The other tier 7 Japanese. There's two of them in this game. Now, Iron Duke he is on his way to find out what's going on in that smoke screen, and we have a cruiser over here on this side as well, and our carrier. Okay, we have a Gorizia, and of course that carrier's on the run here. So I'm kind of curious here what he's going to do, or if he's going to actually turn the corner. But I think he has it in sight, and that's what I was talking about earlier about the absolute hatred of carriers. I think when he eventually does see him, he just completely forgets about everything. Now I've launched those torpedoes, and it'll take him 9 minutes to get there, because that's what they do. We're going to come around the corner here. He is totally focused on that carrier. So it's going to give us some chance to do a little bit of damage here, I hope. Boom, boom. Come on, see if we can get fire. There we go. Got him set on fire here. He's still running hard toward that carrier. Not a single care in the world. He does not see me, or he sees me, but does not seem to care one bit about whether or not I possibly might have launched torpedoes, and for some reason drives right into a set of those slow-ass 46-knot torpedoes. So we are still down 387, 450. Iron Duke has moved into that objective over there, so I'm not terribly worried about that. We still have two cruisers and a destroyer somewhere. Miyoko. Now, both of the one destroyer that is left is, of course, a Japanese destroyer, which means they have, they can see me coming from a mile away. We've finally taken the lead here. We finally picked up a objective here, and it is 6-3 game. There's Akatsuki. And in my bestest, do I really want to do this? Now, if I let this go, that destroyer is going to fuck up that carrier. Even though I'm not terribly sure why he's still streaming in that direction. He sees the destroyer, but he's still headed that way. Is he turning? He's kind of making his way around, maybe, possibly. There we go. Pick up the Akatsuki, and let's see. At this range, at 11.5 kilometers, we got some 12-second flight time here with these shells. And that guy just, like I said, look at this. Absolutely no interest other than he sees a carrier. Now I am a DD player, so I get this. If I had a, this is probably what I would do as well. He has no interest in the fact that he's getting the shit shelled out of him. I've knocked out his engines. He is slowed down quite a bit. He's not doing well, and that's about the time he does notice that I'm here, and he decides to return shells, or return fire to me here. But I've already got kind of onto him, so we're just kind of pecking him away here slowly but surely. Oh, there we go. Set him on fire. He's burning now. Come on, buddy. The carrier is, of course, paying attention. Ooh, finishes him off. And we got the Marblehead on the way inbound. We got torpedoes. He's got to launch those as well. Now, the Marblehead, he a little bit smarter than that guy. He actually thinks he's going to shoot at me. Maybe, possibly. I'm detected. Still. So I'm going to drop those. But he has turned his attention to that carrier. He absolutely does not care one bit. The fact that I'm out here. So we're going to wait here a little bit here. He's totally interested in that carrier. And we're going to start dropping shells on him as well. Like I said, I get it. I get the sheer amount of hatred for a carrier. But this is just a little ridiculous. I would say your more important target would be here, of course, maybe possibly taking out the carrier or the destroyer that's firing shells at you. So for once, my torpedoes actually are faster than he is. Completely miss everything. That's all right. We're gonna see if we can finish him off here. Now it's down to a 2-4 game. Kind of ended up going a little quickly here shortly. And we are close to 9 kilometers. He don't care one bit how many times I'm shooting him. He is more interested in that carrier. And I've never quite seen this before. Usually when you're getting shot at by some other ship, you're just like, no, I'm gonna probably try to kill him and not bother going after that carrier. But no. And look at the shell arc on this thing. Just lobs him right over top of that island. We're going to see if we pick up a little bit more. And we are sitting 659, 511. We still have 1 cap to get here, hopefully. And of course, 1 ship to kill. Come on. Non-penetration with HE shell, of course. There we go. Now we're starting to get a few more hits on him. Can we finish him off here quickly? Nope, he drops on him. He's all done. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night.